Well, hey Bree, how's it going? I've been noticing that you seem quite emotionally unstable about things ever since I've been back on the internet, which has not been very, very long. And I happened to notice your post about your bullshit tolerance being low and a full half a dozen people who are borderline stalking your page. Now, I want you to stop and think for a moment that posting your opinions on social media is almost like walking through Walmart and shouting your personal opinions at the top of your lungs. I say almost because it's not just your local community, it's a worldwide platform. So if you go off posting your beliefs on a worldwide platform, there are probably going to be people who disagree with you and they want to post their beliefs too. And now, you've had no problems with coming onto my page and posting your opinions. I never got upset at you. To tell you the truth, I like it. I like opinions. I like hearing what everyone thinks. You never know when someone might change my mind or how I look at things a little bit. And it's kind of interesting because just 4 days before you shared that post, you shared a post bragging that you don't block and unfriend people, but here you are calling for a purge 4 days later. Now, if you'll look just a couple posts below the one where you talking about a purge, you'll find that I tested my theory. My mother's an LPN. I've got nearly 100 first cousins, and I think at least the ones that I know of, there's about 20 of them working in the nursing field. My wife's looking into the nursing field, and I'm the one that's going and digging through doing all the research. And so, I've known since 1993 the kind of things that are required for a nurse. I used to candy stripe in nursing homes when my mother worked in them. You have no problem with coming and telling me when you think I'm factually incorrect or whenever you disagree with my opinions, but for some reason, when I do the same to you, you get very emotional, very angry about it. You're threatening to unfriend me. And I looked through probably 2 weeks of your page and I found that more than anybody, it's me. I've left 5 comments on your feed in the last week or so. 5. One of them was about the possums taking care of deer and most likely other animals. And one of them was about how much I did like Firefly, but also, the way that Joss Whedon has some flaws when it comes to being a writer. So, 3 posts, I think, politically, where I've come in and shared my opinions on your page since I've been back online. And when you go through and look, nobody else has commented as much as I have, and I think there's only 2 people who have come in and shared a dissenting opinion with you. And that's including Luke Short, who just recently did so. I believe that was his name. I apologize if I got it wrong. But yet, you feel like there's a dozen people coming after you. You're sharing your beliefs. They're sharing their beliefs. And to me, that's a good thing. That's wonderful. But for some reason, you're upset about this. I don't get it. Let me get to my notes here. Like the Hoover thing. Everyone's trying to say he was sweet because one store owner somewhere said he was sweet. The guy kidnapped his own wife. He beat her. That's not good. That's bad. The guy tried to attack a kid for defending himself. I don't know if you've seen, but even the hardcore lefty New York Times has admitted that the first shot was fired by a protester, not by him, not by Kyle. And I could have been on your page so much, Trump saying 12 more years. Some people don't understand when they're being trolled. It's like you guys on the nursing thing where I come in and trolled. I just wanted to see if the same people who were upset that I correct you would jump in and correct me. And sure enough, it happened. You and your mom. Y'all both liked on the comment what your friend said that, people that I was, targeting you. And I don't know if you understand this or not. I just scroll through my news feed and I see stuff and I comment as I see it. I troll right-wing friends, troll left-wing friends. I try to be funny most of the time, but for some reason you think I'm targeting you. Is it because I come back and say my opinion again, or restate what I think in a different way, or add something new to the conversation after you've commented? Is that why you think I'm targeting you? Because I'm trying to have a conversation. That's my favorite thing in the world, is to talk to people. Ask my wife. She wishes I would shut up a lot more often. Trump and his followers say the 12 more years thing because they know it will outrage you guys. And y'all will go out and throw a huge hissy fit and talk about Constitution when there's so many ways that lefties just throw the Constitution to the fire. And I'm not saying that right-wingers don't have the same problem, but you fell into the Trump trap there. You're doing exactly what he wants you to do, which is ensure that he's got more people willing to vote for him, because so many people are paranoid and outraged like you are. Let's say the BLM versus Chicago looting that Luke Short commented on. Did you know that BLM groups have gone out and actively, they've written articles praising the looting. And they've written articles that trash talk like the Chicago mayor for calling out the looting and the rioting and the killing people. I mean, I haven't looked too deep into it, but decently reputable sources have been saying it's getting close to 30 deaths connected with BLM protests. One person was inside of a shop when they set it on fire and burnt them to death. It's just, yeah, there's a disconnect there. The NRA suggests that people be safe and secure with their guns, not go out and harm people. They've never had a message like that. If they do, then people won't want to support them anymore. Most of the people I know in the NRA want law and order, and they want goodness, and they want guns to defend themselves with. They do not support school shooters and things like that. Can you show me one time the NRA has suggested that people go out and shoot up schools? So, I've been doing a lot of thinking since I seen that post. I love the battle of ideas. And I'm not going to change who I am because people become emotionally unstable when I question them. And this is not just you. This is right-wingers. This is left-wingers. This is anybody. It's like you want to command this respect for the things that you like. But when it comes to the things that you don't like, you don't worry about respect. You don't mind poking fun at someone's religion. You don't mind poking fun at Trump and the people that follow him. You don't want respect. You want respect for the things that you like. And you want disrespect for the things you don't like. Me, I disrespect it all. And that drives you insane. That drives other people insane. And I'm sorry that it's that way, but that's in you. That's not me. I'm not doing something to you. You're allowing words to do something to you. My words are no harm to you. It's like the quote that I put, and I intentionally put that quote up there, that hope is something you give yourself. That's the meaning of inner strength. It's a really strong sentiment, man. Lots and lots of people need to hear that right now. Uncle Iro is the father figure that I never had. You know, he taught me to be a better person. So, you know, so I'm just going to go ahead and unfriend you. Once this video is sent, I'm going to unfriend you, and you won't have to deal with me anymore. You won't have to deal with my questions. You won't have to deal with me pointing out that you're spreading fake news, like that Kyle shot into a crowd of protesters, which he obviously didn't do. You know, you won't have to get fact-checked by me ever again. So I love you. I'm sorry that I enraged you. I'm sorry that my very existence seems to be exactly what you hate. I'm sorry that I said that your mom raped me when she said believe, you know, all women. But there's a logical fallacy in that. I don't know if you caught this, but I ignored you from that point on. And then I got off social media for months, come back, make a couple comments, and here you are, just enraged at me again. So I'm going to unfriend you. Not because I'm mad at you, not because I can't handle what you say. Everybody knows I can handle just about everything. Hell, I like the hate. The wife calls me a masochist. But the way I see it, every hater out there hating on me ain't bothering somebody else. And I got thick skin. It's what I'm made for, it seems. So I love you very much, and I wish you the best, and I hope that you can find happiness. I'm sorry that you don't have it. If you don't want me to address you, if I see you in public, let me know, and I'll just pass you by. I won't bother you. That's not my intention anyway. My intention is to encourage knowledge, growth, understanding between the two parties. The lefties and the righties have gone crazy here lately. And I seem to be one of the few people who is just calm and cool and easygoing. And I can't make a comment without people just hating and hating. And it's okay. I can take it. Like I said, I kind of love it. I get a kick out of it. I really, really do. Maybe I shouldn't. But what can I say? I was raised by George Carlin. So sometimes the unpopular thing needs to be said, whether anyone likes it or not. In 2015, I started pretending to be a conservative Christian just because I believe that unpopular things need to be said. I did it out of solidarity with my conservative friends and family. Yes, even people who voted for Trump, like my grandmother, who I love with all my heart. But you know, most of y'all think my grandma's a Nazi. How many times have you alluded to that? My grandpa that just died, too, he's a Nazi. I'm sorry that you're not happy. I'm sorry that you're outraged. But you can call my grandma and my grandpa and a lot of my family a bunch of racists and Nazis just because you disagree with them. And for some reason you think I've gone too far by questioning whenever you lie. Shooting into a crowd of protesters. You lied. And I called you out, and then you got mad at me. So again, I wish you the best. Shit, much love. I really hope you find happiness. I really do. It feels so good to be able to create happiness within yourself. And I wish this for you so much. But I definitely don't want to be what's driving you over the edge. And I definitely am not going to sit by for months and months and months and just see your posts and not say anything, because that's not in my nature. I love to say things and I love to hear things. So we'll see you later. I hope things get better. 2020 is not near as bad as you think it is. Trust me.